go ahead and start with some of the table topics. And for our visitors, what we do is this is impromptu questions, so the responses are not prepared. It's the first time they've heard these questions, and they will do their best to answer it in 1 to 2 minutes. Okay. So I asked a question earlier about who saw the Super Bowl last night. If you didn't see it, there was something different that happened. We had the first half of the game. San Francisco 49ers had 3 points out of the lead, and Baltimore Ravens had 20 points. So Ravens were having a really good night. San Francisco was struggling a bit. Had a halftime show with Beyonce, so that was about 30 minutes or so. And then the teams came back on the field. And after just a few short minutes, the stadium half the stadium went black. They lost power. So 30 to 40 minutes later, the power came back on. And the players remained on the field, and of course the coaches were upset about what mental state their players would be in after all this. Players started playing again. San Francisco started coming back, and they cut the lead. I mean, it was down to the wire at the end of the game. San Francisco didn't quite pull it off, but they almost did. It was a questionable call, even. They probably would have won the game for it. So, my question, Shreyas, is how do you think the media would react if San Francisco had actually won that game?
Thank you, Alan. I think that you jumped right into the climax of the game. I think if San Francisco won the game, it would have gone down in the history as one of the best games Super Bowl has seen. And I also remember my knowledge of football, American football is not very too much, but I remember a commentator said, deep down in the rules book, there is some play rules, and they pulled that out and made that call on the decision. And I think that itself is a pretty controversial thing. And to come back from 2 to 28, 25? 3 to 20. 3 to 20, that itself is remarkable in any sport. And to come back from that, I bet 10 years down the line a movie would have been made. That's how the media would have reacted, and people would have gone crazy. As it is, my Facebook status, the message feed is filled with the Super Bowl tweets, news from Super Bowl, and I can't imagine if the match was a complete thriller, everybody would have gone crazy, including the media.
Thank you. Okay, in the interest of time, I'm going to ask one more question. And Tanisha, I'd like for you to answer this question. Next week is Valentine's Day. Please describe what would be your ideal Valentine's Day. No pressure with Sujay.
Thank you.
I'm recording.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters. It's a great question. I've thought about it so many times. I think Valentine's Day should not be limited to spouse or your husband or wife. It should be for the whole family. And for me, since I'm here and my family is back in India, and Sujay is with me, but I still think my ideal Valentine would be when my family and Sujay's family is together and we have, right now we don't have kids, so when we have 2 wonderful kids, I think that would be my ideal Valentine, where we all together under, so his family stays at a different location, we are at a different place. So when all the families come together and we have little kids running around and we have a house on a beach and I'm cooking wonderful food for everyone would be my ideal Valentine. Thank you.